wow, I look terrible, and I'm doing this with a low volume because my parents are asleep and like less than 6 feet away from me. And wow, I hate this lighting and I can't see the camera that well, so my eyes are gonna go effed because I'm gonna do like 5 videos. But you don't have to know about that because I'm gonna do this in different pieces and you're just gonna hear it whenever you do because I keep everything on private. Um, ooh, this is coming out of like absolutely nowhere. Except, well, I mean, I was a trend on TikTok and it pissed me off for a while. But people who use people who are different for clout, I hate that. I hate that. You know, you see those people, they take this person with Down syndrome to prom, or this person in a wheelchair, and it's all cute, and it's all nice, and it's all sweet, and it gets this whole news article, and they put it on the news, and they're like, oh, why'd you do it? And they're like, oh, because I want people to know that they're not any different, this and that. And I'm like, okay, I don't believe you. I'm not saying that people can't be good people. I'm saying that these people are clearly using these people for clout, and I hate it. I hate the fact that people are using other people for attention in this way, and you could say that a lot of these people aren't using people for attention by doing this, but I completely disagree because I don't know. I don't know if I should be mad at the person who takes this person to prom or the people who put it on the news. I get that it's nice, but it also seems unnecessary because if we're being really honest, the best way to show that people are exactly like you is to not treat them special for doing normal people things. Taking someone to prom, that's nice. People do that all the time. Why is it so special when they have Down syndrome? You know, like it's not, I don't think it needs to be covered, but I understand that you're trying to normalize things too as well to a degree, and that's nice too. But, you know, it seems bad when you, depending on which way you look at it, you could be like, oh, it's nice and it's sweet, but you could also be like, you're literally using this story that shouldn't, it feels exploitative, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing that bothers me. In most situations where they put it on the news, it's not really exploitative, they're just kind of people who are taking them to prom, and it isn't exactly with the intent of looking for attention or trying to feel like you're a good person because you're taking this person to prom or whatever. But let's be honest, it kind of is sometimes. People aren't the best people. People aren't the best people, and you know, you could just be like, oh yeah, I wanted people to show, you know, like you can say this whole nice cute story for the people on the news, and you can seem like a great person, you know. But what happens after? That's the thing that bothers me. I have no idea what happens after. You take them to prom, and you let them experience prom. That's cool. But then, like, where do they go? What do you do? Do you treat them like an outcast? Do you keep in contact? I don't know. There's tons of stories with these people taking these people to prom. There was like a surge of it. I mean, I guess during prom time or whatever. But where'd they go after? I know that the news isn't just gonna follow these people to be like, oh, what happens after? But I'm curious because I know that some of these people don't care, and that's a problem. It's awful. I don't know. I don't get it. I know that it's nice. I know that it's sweet. And maybe these people wouldn't have gone to prom otherwise. But it feels, you know what, okay, let's take this weird example on a side tangent. Okay, so, have you ever had a foreign exchange student who is Asian, and you're like, oh, this person's cool, they seem nice, and like they have a little bit of an accent, but you can understand them, and then people talk to them like they're actually stupid? They talk to them like they're literally children. They're like, wow, that's so cool, you're so great, yay, ha ha ha. You know, they're so energetic and overly, like, courteous to these foreign exchange students, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with being nice, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to help people, but they treat these people like kindergartners who are just amazing because they're speaking, like, English or whatever. Like, I know that it's cool to learn different languages, and it's nice that you're here, that's an incredible feat in of itself. Like, congratulations, it's really cool that you're here, it's really genuinely, like, something amazing, and I could not do it myself. But what? It's so gross how people literally just talk to them like they're kids. My friend, to this foreign exchange student, she just treated her like she was a literal child, and it made me feel so gross. Like, I get being nice, but it just feels like you're fetishizing them, I guess? Not like fetishizing them, you know? But you're definitely, like, overplaying how it's kind of like being so interested in someone because they're exotic or something like that. And I hate that. I hate that so much. But, but you know, so it's like, people, whether it's a person who's on a wheelchair and has it, like, is handicapped to a degree, or people who have a mental, like they're mentally slower or just mentally different, physically different, things like that. Like these people treat these people overly nice because of how they are, and it makes me feel gross. And that's such a gross way to put it too, like being like, it makes me feel bad, so you should all feel terrible. No, it's, I don't know if it's like I'm woke as hell or if I'm absolutely stupid. But these people treating these people special and like they're super cool and unique isn't exactly great. Like, you know, you see these people who are like, oh, they had their first Down syndrome, like, model. Like, okay, they should have already had that. Like, it's good that they're moving towards it, and it's good that they're moving towards, like, plus-size models too and everything. But it's also like, that shouldn't have been a thing that we should be celebrating because that should have been something that was normal already. That should have been something that was already happening, you know? Like, that's not... We're not making leaps and bounds. We're finally becoming equal. That's not a good... Like, yes, that's a good thing that we're becoming equal now. Like, don't make me think I hate people who are, like, overweight or anything. But, like, fuck, are you kidding me? You shouldn't be celebrating people doing the bare minimum for equality. It's just awful. And so, if these people... It's so exploitative when they do this. And on TikTok, it was just this huge fad where they would be like... They would purposely include people who were like, oh my god, there was this phase with homeless people, and I don't know if they were like, this was a skit or something, but they would record these fucking homeless people, I don't know if they were really homeless people, they would record these fucking homeless people, and they would be like, oh, I think he wants food or whatever, and they would like buy them a bunch of stuff, and they would record the whole thing, and I'm like, die, if you're doing this, I want you dead, you're disgusting, I hate you, you're recording a homeless person, imagine recording someone, imagine you're fucking homeless, and this person comes and records giving you food. Could you imagine how disgusting and awful I would feel? Holy shit, are you kidding me? Oh my god, that's so gross. Why would you record yours? Like, that's the biggest proof that you're not a good person. And some of these people would include people who were like with Down syndrome or in special ed. They would like teach them little parts of a dance or whatever, or they would have them in the back doing the choreography to like a certain TikTok trend. And I'm like, that's nasty. Get away from me. How could you do that to this person? Like, I know that maybe to some people that do have this mental difference, they will be like, wow, it's nice to be included. And that's great. It's nice that you're including them. But it's also like, you're also kind of exploiting them because you know people are going to give sympathy likes. Like, there's people who... when there's people with a physical difference who do have their own account on TikTok or things like that, you know, people are overly kind. And I hate that. I think that's wrong in a way. Like, someone who has, like, burn scars or something, and they're like, oh, you're so beautiful, this and that. Like, yeah, okay, they are beautiful. They were beautiful. But you're all overplaying it to kind of make yourself feel like a nice person. And, like, you can just like the post and then keep scrolling, you know? Like, you don't have to say anything. You can just like it and go on. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, you're such an inspiration. You make me feel like I can do this again. Like, you don't have to say that because no one believes you. I don't believe you. And, like, you could be like, yeah, there's people who actually mean it. Yes, I'm sure there's people who actually mean it. But I think we all know that not everyone is nice, and humans are generally innately, like, terrible. So even if you're not trying to be like, oh yes, I'm trying to make myself seem like a better person by being kind to this person, there's a lot of that is being done, even though you're not, like, directly aware of it or deliberately trying to seem like you're doing that. But there's a lot of people who are definitely like, oh yes, you're an inspiration, you're so cool, you make me feel this, like, it's so lovely to see someone like you doing all this. And, like, when you say someone like you doing this, like, that's already isolating them from normal people, and that makes me feel, like, awful. Like, why would you do that? You can, I don't know. There's so many trends, and I see just people exploiting this, and it's weird because people eat it up. People eat it up. Post with people with, like, who are handicapped or mentally different or slower, and, what else? Or like homeless, these posts would get millions of fucking likes, and people would be like, oh, you're so sweet, you're an angel, you're so nice to do that for them. What do you mean? Like, no, that's not. You're exploiting them, and you knew damn well this was gonna get a ton of likes, because it was like a fad, it was a phase, there was like tons of fucking posts, just scrolling through, there would be like 7 different people giving homeless people this, like, having this person in the special ed do a dance with them, like, there would just be so many weird things, and it was so gross. I was like, it was so exploitative, and I don't know how people didn't understand that, and people were just like, oh, you're so sweet, you guys are so nice, that's so great how you guys did that for them. No, it's not. No, it's not, because you weren't doing it with nice intentions. You were doing it to feel better about yourself or make yourself look better in front of other people. Not for any, it doesn't even have to be like for any actual gain. It's just, you're still trying to make yourself look better than other people, or look better for people, and that's gross. You can just be a nice person. You know, you can always wave at them, you can always invite them to your table, but you recording it kind of takes away the impact and the fact that you actually did it for good reasons, because I won't believe you if you record it, you know? Like, it's just, there's comes to a point where some people just milk it, and it's gross. And like, yeah, maybe sometimes if someone else is recording, it's sweet, because it's like, you weren't, maybe you didn't know that they were recording it, but sometimes you can tell it's a clear setup, and it's gross, and I hate it. But anyways, hi, I didn't do an intro. Hi, my name's Spio. If you enjoyed this video, that's great. I'm Spio. You can, if you play this part at the end first, then this will be the intro, and then you can go back to the beginning and watch this video, and it'll just feel like it's normal. But that's it for now, except for the other 5 videos I'm gonna shoot. Bye!